The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clarke. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. Young agents, great program for you to jumpstart that career. International buyers, is it possible to buy real estate here? And some unbelievable listings to show you. It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate.
Managing your investment property is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Sign up at GoRent123.com. 2. Let Greater Orlando Realty handle everything for you when it comes to managing your property, from qualifying tenants to collecting rent, processing maintenance requests, and everything in between. 3. Sit back, relax, and count all that money you're making. Earning passive income on your property is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Greater Orlando Realty. Visit GoRent123.com today.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate with me, attorney Justin Clarke. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, renter, or even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room with my attorney advice out the way. Great show lined up for you today. Maurice Lehman also standing by to get you pre-approved if you want to start your house hunt for that dream home this weekend. Any questions whatsoever during the program, I'll leave the phone number right here on the screen throughout the entire show. But here it is, 407-205-0400. Great show lined up today. You will not want to miss a single second. But first, the opening statement. Today on the program, if you are a young real estate agent, I have this amazing program that I must tell you about today. It's called the Jumpstart Program. Really, it's an effort to jumpstart your career quickly. Also, international buyers. We get this question all the time. Someone's coming over here from another country. They want to buy real estate here. What do they have to do? How does immigration and real estate really work together? My good buddy, immigration attorney Sekou Clarke, will be here to answer those. And throughout the show, some amazing listings from a lot of great agents, 2 or 3 of which I'm just meeting today, which I'm excited about that. You will meet them as well. And we're going to answer all these questions. And we're going to do so by asking real questions. Every Saturday here on You Have Real Estate, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. I'd like to start today to my left, return visitor. I did a crab boil with her on Sunday. Vivian Lehman is here. Hello, Vivian. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
To my right, and the first time on this show, I've known him for years, but you've been on other shows with me, immigration attorney Sekou Clarke is here. Sekou, how are you, buddy?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
You got it. Let's start with you. You do a lot of immigration work, obviously from the lawyer side, but we hear about can people who don't live in this country buy real estate here? Do they have to become immigrants? And also, I hear about people wanting to buy businesses here in this country to get a visa to live here. Let's start with the whole business aspect of things. So if someone does not live in this country, they want to live in this country. I hear about all these, and there's letters. I get them confused. Eb5 or 1 or 2 visa. Yeah. What is that exactly?
Yeah, so the 2 most common visas right now for immigrants who want to invest in real estate or a business is the E2 or the Eb5 visa. The difference is the EB2 is a non-immigrant visa, meaning you can't get a green card. There's no direct track right now to a green card. However, you can invest, live in the US, and bring your wife or children under 21. So typically, what the E2 requires you to do, it requires you to make an investment relative to the business. So relative to the business, meaning it can be anywhere from $80,000 to $250,000 based on the type of business. And you must be at least 51% owner. So the difference between that now and the EB5 visa is the EB5, it requires either a $800,000 or a $1,050,000 investment. The $800,000, it has to be in a targeted employment area. And recently, now you're able to directly invest in a business and not just a regional project that is set up by the government.
Got it.
So in a broad scope, those are the 2 main visas that people can take advantage of.
So Eb5, they roll out the red carpet for them a little bit more. Is that what I'm hearing?
Absolutely, because there's a bigger investment, and unlike the E2, you get a green card, a permanent resident card, which allows you to live, work, and bring your family on a permanent basis.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing if you think about it. What about real estate? Can buying real estate or a real estate business count as a business for purposes of Eb5?
Absolutely, and that has been my most common question since 2022. So simply, no, you can't just buy one property and say, okay, I'm going to use this as my investment and use that as a route to get any type of residency or citizenship. However, what I have advised and what my firm has been doing is setting up, for instance, a property management company. So you can come in and you can make an investment. You purchase several properties and you have them as either Airbnbs or short-term stays. We create that property management company for you, and that is how you're able to show that this is your business that is now employing 10 people, which is the requirement for the Eb5.
Genius. Yeah, I mean, it's genius. We set up a corporation, buy a bunch of real estate in the corporation, and boom, that's your business, I guess.
Exactly.
How have you seen immigration over the last couple of years since the pandemic? Meaning, has it gotten easier for people? Has it gotten more difficult? Stayed the same?
I mean, it has evolved, as you know, over the last 6 years. One from the change of administration, then to the pandemic. So it has, in some fronts, since this administration, it has been comparatively more pro-immigration.
Okay.
There has been more concessions made, for instance, Venezuelans, Afghans, and more immigrants are getting concessions from the U.S. government to either get a work permit or to stay here legally and permanently.
Yeah. Now, Vivian Lehman, as a real estate broker, this is something that comes up with you sometimes, and it is a very confusing area of real estate for us when someone who might own real estate here, but they're not a citizen. How does that work? Or someone here, let's be honest, people are at Disney World and they're having tequila at the hotel because they're sick of Disney.
Right.
And they're like, wow, I really like it here. I want to buy a house here. I mean, that happens a lot.
Yes.
It sure does. How do you deal with international buyers or international sellers?
You can certainly purchase something. I think what they have to be aware of, since they aren't a citizen, they will, if they go to sell that property, they will be withheld at least 25% or whatever, you know, the average is.
I see.
So they're not going to get their full funds until you have to pay taxes on your profits, period.
Right. Yeah. I see. So, so if I'm an international seller, I've already bought something here, now I'm willing to sell it, the title company is going to withhold 25% forever?
Until you have filed your taxes.
I see.
At the point that you can show, I don't owe as much money as what was withheld, then that gets returned to you from the title company.
Right, and I don't think the title company has a lot of wiggle room in that. I mean, the title company, I think, could get in trouble as well. Yeah. But if you think about what a great way for a family to be able to come to this country and contribute to this country, I love the fact that.
And one of the things that I really like, I've had a couple of people that have invested in daycare centers. So think of the daycare center as being the real estate, but it is a business. So you're really guaranteeing what you're getting out of it.
Absolutely. And a common question from some of our clients, Vivian, is does an immigrant who is investing in a property, typically what is the required down payment?
Right. So you're asking it depends on whatever their situation is, really. Okay. You know, I think there's a lot of financial avenues that they can take, but there's some areas where it might be maybe just 25%, where depending on whether you can prove where your assets are or if you have even a bank account here in the States. You know, there's a lot of different ways of doing it, absolutely.
And sometimes the seller in these business transactions will hold a note as well to prevent you from having to bring so much of your own cash to the table.
Yeah.
I guess, does that count as part of the investment, do you know, for immigration purposes?
If you can line item it as an expense towards investment, absolutely.
I see, got it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We actually had that currency exchange company come on, and so what they do is they will have you transfer your money from out of the country into theirs. They'll change it for you and set up a bank account so that you can do that same transaction.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
And like one challenge I noticed with immigrant investors is setting up a bank account. Not every bank is 100%.
That's why that currency exchange is important.
Yeah. But there are some banks that, I mean, all you really need is a Visa, proof of funds, and show that you enter the country legally.
Sure. And
they will give you a bank account.
And what I have noticed, and this is a great thing, obviously, for Central Florida, easy for me to say. We have a lot of younger agents coming up who I think are from other countries, who are here legally, but they might have grown up in another country. Now they're here, they're starting their real estate career. I mean, I think what you've invented for these younger agents is incredibly genius with this Jumpstart program. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I like the program because, and it was kind of geared towards the agent that wants to be their own boss, you know, give you an opportunity to excel. And a lot of immigrants that have come in, you know, they want that opportunity. They think of the U.S., you know, the streets are paved with gold. Well, they're not really. You got to work for it. I'm sorry, you know. So this program was basically all those little tips and tricks that I would have wanted to know once I started in this business.
Yeah, tell me about it quickly. Tell me about the tips and tricks. Give us a little sneak preview.
So one of the things that is so important is networking. You know, really talking to the experts out there. You don't have to be the contractor. You don't have to be the home inspector, but those people are out there. Get to know them. Get to, you know, figure out what's going on. One of the biggest things, like the 1031 exchange.
Right.
An investor comes in, you know, sells their property, and then at that point, they will get taxed on it. But a 1031 exchange is somewhere where you can park your money. You have X amount of months to, you know, utilize that money to purchase something else. So you're not circumventing tax, but it's just a mechanism.
To reinvest. You have some time to reinvest. Much like when you win $10 on the scratch-off lotto ticket, you need to.
Right.
Well, you always want to reinvest that $10.
You might,
you know what I mean?
lose that $2.
It only cost me $150, but hey, I'm gonna reinvest it. It's amazing. Is there a website to go to?
Yes, you can go to youhaveafutureinrealestate.com.
Awesome. It's it's a program that I was involved in. I'm happy to put my name on it because there are a lot of teaching schools out there for young agents, but I don't think any that are as focused on here's how we make money quickly but also safely too. Like my portion of it is I'm saying don't do this because FREC or the DVPR will come after you. So it's sort of a way to safely really jumpstart your career. As always, Vivian, great job. Keep up the good work. Website, one more time for that program.
youhaveafutureinrealestate.com, and the program's called the Jumpstart Program.
And I thought this was a fascinating segment, bringing you two together, you from the immigration side, the legal side, and you from the real estate agent side. And I think it's a wonderful way for people to come over here, families to come over here, legally, because the only thing we ever hear on the news is that people are crawling under fences or in the back of a truck or whatever, and I guess there's a lot of that going on. But from what you're telling me, there's a lot of legal immigration going on as well.
Yeah, and it's, as you know, it's the news. And the facts show that in terms of there being an immigration issue, most illegal immigration doesn't happen at the border.
Right.
That is like 20% of illegal immigration in the U.S.
Yeah.
The majority of illegal immigration in the U.S. takes place when there's a legal entry and they now become illegal.
Exactly.
So that's the exacerbated problem.
Any questions about immigration? Great job, Sekou, as always. 407-205-0400. I will connect you with Sekou immediately. Now, Vivian, we're going to flash these on the screen because you have two awesome properties that I kind of forgot to show off because I was so fascinated with that. 715 Briar Cliff.
So this one is in Delaney Park, close to downtown, you know, Dr. Phillips Center, that whole area. This one we're asking $480,000. It's a beautifully restored home, 1925. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, but it's over 1,500 square feet. Beautiful restored wood floors. There's an outside deck, and it's available now.
And then Bayberry Road. Where is Bayberry Road?
So 110 Bayberry, this is in Altamont Springs, and literally you can walk to Crane's Roost, that whole area of the mall, and you know they do the Red Hot and Boom every year, so it's a great location. This one's a 3-2 with a pool, It's 1785 square feet. It has a formal living and family room, so lots of living area space. 2-car garage, over 1/3 of an acre. This one's nice, and I like to talk about this because the roof is newer. You know, we have the whole issue of the insurance right now. So.
Yeah, beautiful.
2018 roof. Yeah.
If you'd like to see either of these properties, I'll connect you with Vivian right now. 407-205-0400. Thanks, guys. Great to see you both.
Thank you.
Here's what we're going to do. Quick break. When we return, two friggin' really cool agents from LPT will be here, Maurice and Angie, to show you some more properties and talk all things real estate as You Have Real Estate continues.
You can be an agent that struggles to get ahead in the competitive real estate world, or you can learn from the best and achieve success. Visit youhaveafutureinrealestate.com and sign up for the Jumpstart Program. Get coaching tips and important tools that will help you jumpstart your real estate career. Sign up today and get 10% off your Jumpstart Program when you use code word LEARN. Visit youhaveafutureinrealestate.com today and gain the real estate knowledge you need to succeed.
Welcome back to the show. Very happy to be joined now by two LPT agents. One pretty new. You're just getting into the real estate game, huh? Angie Valle's here. How are you?
I'm amazing. Happy to be here.
My man's been killing it since 2016. Maurice Rogers is here. Maurice, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you, Sarah. Very well. Thank you for inviting me.
I love this show. Doing it, I guess, 4 years now because we're getting to keep the people at home informed of what's going on every single week in real estate. And things change quickly, especially these last 2 years. But a lot of agents watch this show as well, and this is a good way for real estate agents to learn about actually practicing real estate. As we were sitting at this very desk before the show, Angie said, I'm relatively new to this game.
I am, yeah.
And you immediately said, you can get this, you've got this. What is some of your advice for a younger agent like Angie or any younger agent out there?
Don't think because somebody else wasn't able to accomplish or make a go at real estate that you can. Everyone's different, right? So just do what comes natural. That's what I did. I mean, I talk to anyone and everyone, right? And so if people don't know what you do, you're in the business of selling real estate, right? So if they don't know that you're in that, how are you going to then take them as a client? Yeah. So I take every opportunity to, not forcefully, but I try to inject that into a conversation when I'm talking to somebody in the grocery store, as I drop a package of M&Ms on the floor, and I relate back to, hey, when I was at my open house last weekend and I dropped a bag of M&Ms and went over the floor, and I'm trying to pick up M&Ms and all these people are coming in the door because it's busy, and I'm like, what am I going to do?
That's exactly right. And you both have different journeys into real estate as well. Angie, tell me about your journey to becoming a real estate agent.
So my journey to becoming a real estate agent, I actually went to a Millionaire Mindset program a few years back, and that kind of put real estate in my mind. After that, I was studying for a little while, had a little bit of an accident, but I ended up hearing about it through my chiropractor, surprisingly. So it was like alignment. And I ended up going with LPT. It just sounded really well. I love the fact that I got into it from the ground up. I love the marketing that they have, the opportunities that they have, and there's just so much more expansion coming. So I'm very excited to be here with LPT.
And I love that you are working with buyers and you're trying to get buyers sort of their dream home as well.
Yes.
And you brought a home that you recognized over in Daytona Beach that you think is quite a bargain and a beautiful house. Tell me about this one.
Absolute bargain. So this property is actually located at 2708 South Peninsula Drive in Daytona Beach, Florida. This is truly an amazing property brought to me by the owner, Barry, from Oceans Luxury Realty. And it is a private iron-gated luxury estate home with a boat, dock, and lift. It's on 1.33 acres. This home is a Mediterranean open style 6-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom with a saltwater pool and spa overlooking the intercoastal of Daytona. Now, the rooms here are very open. They have an open feel. There are 2 master bedrooms with walk-in closets. There is 6,727 square feet of living area with an additional 2,422 square feet of finished basement under air. So really, if you have an imagination, you have some cash, you can turn that into I mean, is it your dream? Anything. I absolutely love that the home was extensively renovated in 2020 with many luxury upgrades, such as a chef's kitchen, a gourmet outdoor kitchen, custom cabinetry, and so much more. And I did want to mention that this home has a 3-car garage under covered parking and a designer paver driveway with room for an additional 3 more vehicles. And also, speaking of vehicles, there is, if you have a Tesla, this home is Tesla friendly. Okay,
yeah.
Because there is an electric charging station that already comes with the home. So I absolutely love that. It's also pet friendly since there is a fenced private backyard leading to the boat dock. There's so much more. It's walking distance to the beach. It's walking distance to the restaurants, Top of Daytona, Hyde Park, things like that. And yeah, another big thing is there is seller financing available. So I would, if you are interested in this property, give me a call and let's schedule a private tour.
If you'd like to see the property, it's 407-205-0400. I will immediately connect you to Angie. She'll show it to you this weekend. Now, Maurice, you're more of a South Orlando, I know you work other areas, but you know that Lake Nona area very, very well. And you brought 2 properties sort of down in the southern part of Central Florida. Tell me about this first one in Orlando, Wood Chip Court.
Sure. One of them is Wood Chip, which is more on the north side, I guess, east side of Lake Nona, very close to Lake Nona, can hit it with a rock. That property is fantastic. It's a 1-story with a pool, with full solar. The home is about 2,000 square feet. It sits in a very gorgeous community with all kinds of amenities, including a non-motorized water sports boat ramp and all this fun stuff that they have. The pool sits on the lake, which is gorgeous. I have another property that is on the other side of Lake Nona, on the north side, and that property sits on the edge of St. Cloud in the Wiregrass area. So, you know, we're in on both those properties. One of them is in the lower 400s, and then the other property in Wood Chip is we're at 590 right now. We just reduced, and I think that property's going to go. But you can't find homes these days with a pool that's fully enclosed with solar, and that's paid by the seller. So it's a great opportunity to get into a home that is new. Both of these homes are new construction homes.
It is, yeah. And if you're looking to sell your house or look for a house down in that Lake Nona area that's really exploding, Maurice is very good at that area, let me assure you. Phone number 407-205-0400. What a pleasure it was to meet you 2 today.
Likewise.
I think we got to do it. Let's do this again, please. How was that?
Let's do it.
And both from Massachusetts as well. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
I love that very much.
Berkshires.
Yeah. Here's what we're going to do. Quick break. When we return, You Have Real Estate continues.
Hi, my name is Dallas Lehman, president of You Have Mortgage. There has been a lot of news lately regarding interest rates. The Federal Reserve has spoken recently and reported they are committed to raising rates for the rest of this year and into the next. Now for the good news. Rates are still extremely low. The National Association of Realtors reports consumers should bear in mind that mortgage rates are still historically low. The historic average on a 30-year fixed mortgage is 8%. As we speak, Freddie Mac is averaging rates in the 4s. 2022 can still be your best year to purchase your own home or refinance to a lower rate. Stop throwing your hard-earned money away on rising rental payments. Call today and let's get started. Your Under One Roof team is always here for you.
A final segment here for your Saturday on You Have Real Estate, and I'm pleased to be joined by someone who's been awesome to meet today. Juliana Franco is here. Hello, Juliana. How are you? One thing that I think is really awesome about you and impressive too, especially if I'm looking for someone to list my house or if I'm a buyer looking to buy something, it's the fact that, you know, Central Florida has really become a melting pot of all sorts of different people, all sorts of different languages. You have the ability to speak not 1, not 2, but 3 languages?
Yes,
Go ahead, tell me.
Well, I am originally from Brazil, born and raised.
Tudo bem.
Tudo bem,
Tudo bem.
tudo bem. But I also have been involved in the Spanish community and the Hispanic, so I speak Spanish. So yeah.
What do you
that's it.
see with international buyers in Central Florida right now? Do you think that has been on the increase? Has that been on the rise?
Well, we are opening back up again. So I think I have had a few people looking at Disney properties for vacation homes, some people trying to invest so they can get their green cards.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
When you see an international buyer coming to Central Florida, is it generally because they were here on vacation and fell in love with it? Is it because they have family here? What do you normally see brings that international buyer here to actually purchase real estate?
Well, Justin, I think we see everything. I
Yeah.
can't tell you like what brings the most. People come on vacation and they want to buy a home, but then they start understanding the culture a little bit better, and then they're like, oh, but I actually would like to move here. And just like attorney was talking prior, what's his name again? I'm so
Sekou.
sorry. Sekou
Yeah.
was talking about how you can get multiple properties and come and get your green card. They start thinking about that as well, which is a larger investment, but some people are willing to do it.
What additional challenges, if any, do international buyers face when it comes to purchasing real estate?
Getting qualified if they are going to get financing,
Right.
bringing their money from abroad. There are some companies out there that do that. I was just networking with
Yeah.
someone yesterday about that.
So if you're an international buyer, maybe you're here on vacation right now and you're like, wow, I love Central Florida. You fall in love with Central Florida like we did. Just because you live internationally does not mean that you can't buy real estate here.
Yes, you can buy real estate in United States. It's just a matter of finding the right path.
Yeah.
And that's what we are here for.
Speaking of paths, what was your path to becoming a real estate agent?
I loved real estate, always did.
Yeah.
And people would actually come to me and ask me at grocery stores, playgrounds, schools, are you a realtor? Are you a realtor? I was like, I think this is a phone calling. So I did, I ended up getting my license and haven't been happier, or I haven't looked back.
Well, you keep up the excellent work. I know you're doing a great job. If you have questions, you would like to see some properties with Juliana, it's 407-205-0400. Wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Wish you the best of luck in your career. And another Massachusetts person here today. This is like Massachusetts Day on this program.
That's
but
right.
let me tell you something. We all are happy to be here, especially in the wintertime, huh?
Yes,
You don't miss Boston in the winter, do you?
No, I have done a lot of
Yeah.
relocation too.
Yeah,
So yes, people,
same.
that this is the time.
Thank you for joining me, and thank you, most importantly, for joining me today and every Saturday here on You Have Real Estate. If you're looking to sell your home, we will feature it right here on the program. Dallas Lehman, still standing by to get you pre-approved. I'm attorney Justin Clarke, and I'll see you right back here next Saturday for You Have Real Estate.
Do you want to feature your home for free on our show? My name is Vivian Lehman with You Have Realty, and we've come up with a comprehensive marketing strategy to get your home sold quickly. Whether buying or selling, we have all the resources for your real estate transaction: builder, insurance, title, mortgage, and we might even know Justin Clarke. All under one roof. Call us at 407-205-0400.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.